I hope you all don't mind the rain going on. It's been a pretty rainy day this Sunday of September 9th, 2018. Very rainy Sunday it is. But let's get to the topic of this video. It is very fascinating to check out the origins of things you love. In this video, I will be doing that. To do this, though, I will be focusing on one band that is one of the godfathers of heavy metal, and that band is a British band by the name of Black Sabbath. Now, there are other bands that are considered the godfathers of heavy metal. British bands such as Deep Purple and Led Zeppelin. Yes, Led Zeppelin is considered a heavy metal band, by the way. And lesser-known bands such as Stephen Wolf, Iron Butterfly, and Blue Cheer, but Black Sabbath is a band that started and did heavy metal in a way that made them more associated with the genre, and a band that completely changed music forever with it as well. To show how Black Sabbath helped create metal music, we must go to the musical and social origins of the genre to see where it came from. Starting with the musical origins of Black Sabbath. The musical origins of Black Sabbath come from being inspired by the bands The Jimi Hendrix Experience, Cream, Fleetwood Mac, John Mayall and the Blues Breakers, Led Zeppelin, Jethro Tull, and the Beatles. Yes, the Beatles, a pop rock band, influenced Black Sabbath and even the heavy metal genre in general. Let that all sink in. The stylistic origins that heavy metal came from are psychedelic rock, acid rock, and blues rock. Acid rock was particularly influential on heavy metal. Acid rock is defined as a heavier, louder, and harder variant of psychedelic rock, or the more extreme side of the psychedelic rock genre, frequently containing a loud, improvised, and heavily guitar-centered sound. Acid rock has been described as psychedelic rock at its rawest and most intense, emphasizing the heavier qualities associated with both the positive and negative extremes of the psychedelic experience rather than only the idyllic side of psychedelia. The influence of blues rock to heavy metal came from the loud, distorted guitar sound that's found in blues rock. The bands that helped create heavy metal developed a thick, massive sound characterized by highly amplified distortion, expanded guitar solos, emphatic beats, and overall loudness. The social origins that heavy metal come from is that members Ozzy Osbourne, Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, and Bill Ward grew up in a really depressed post-World War II manufacturing town in Birmingham, England, UK. Another big social factor for the heavy metal genre is that by the late 1960s, the 1960s counterculture movement was becoming darker. It was no longer peace signs and free love. The movement was being infested with drug addiction and cults. All of this also helped influence, to some degree, another new style of music that was emerging in the late 1960s, and that style of music is punk rock. Anyways, back to the main topic of this video. This set the dark lyrical tone for Black Sabbath music and heavy metal in general. The lyrics and performance style of heavy metal is at times associated with aggression and masochism. Black Sabbath also helped start two other subgenres of heavy metal as well. The first subgenre being doom metal, which is an extreme subgenre of heavy metal music, in which it typically uses lower tempos, low-tuned guitars, and a much thicker or heavier than other metal genres. Both the lyrics and music intend to invoke a sense of despair, dread, and impending doom. The musical origins of doom metal come from heavy metal, classical, and blues music. The other subgenre that they helped start is stoner metal. Stoner metal is a subgenre of heavy metal that combines the elements of heavy metal and/or doom metal with psychedelic rock and acid rock. Stoner metal is typically slow to mid-tempo and features a heavily distorted, groove-laden bass, heavy sound, melodic vocals, and retro production. With all that said, with Ozzy Osbourne's haunting way of singing, Tony Iommi's raw guitar playing, the satanic imagery, the dark lyrics, and the musical input of the other two members of Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath helped influence over hundreds of thousands and probably hundreds of thousands of bands and musicians with their original and creative musical style. A lot of bands owe them thanks for what they did for music. Well, this video concludes this backwards trilogy of how certain bands helped change or start heavy metal music. I hope you all enjoy this video or the other videos as well. If you haven't checked out the other videos, then I will link them in the comments section below. I hope you all have an awesome day and keep staying awesome. Goodbye.